So let's go right into the front pages this morning. What a busy weekend it was, right? So how did the dailies reflect all of the big stories? Well, we have for you on the line of Vanguard this Nigeria. So let's start with Vanguard newspaper. On the front page of the Vanguard is this big story. Inflation erodes banks' profits, jerks up costs. Yeah. As gross earnings still on rise and streak, bad loans headache also rising. Their strengths, weaknesses. So that's how the Vanguard captures the inflation matter today, and it targets banks' profits and costs as well. I know there's been that conversation around banks making all of the profits. How are they making profits in this economy and all of that? So it looks like the inflation is also affecting that profit. But yes, the profits by banks is something that needs to be studied so that we can replicate it, right? So we can know what is happening there. So let's try to replicate it across the board. But Jeffrey, that's what we have on the front page of the Vanguard.
Yeah, they succeed despite whatever is going on in the economy. But there's something called real rate of return. So basically it means that, in simple terms, nominally you would have made like 100 naira at the end of your investment within a period. But if you do that less inflation, that is the fluctuation in inflation. Inflation is 24. So you're actually making, my math is right, less than about 70-something, maybe 76 naira in that sense. So this is what is affecting some of these organizations. And, you know, they have liabilities and a couple of other cost elements in their, you know, in some of the businesses they do, things they buy in dollars, loans they may have collected in dollars. So when the dollar is strengthening against the naira and the naira keeps weakening, it affects all of this. And the bad part is that it's going to be transferred to those of us who are consumers one way or the other. The way they service my account, I wish I had the kind of money they used to service. They're always servicing your card, servicing something. But anyway, that's the front page of the Vanguard.
I should just mention, Jeffrey, just at the top left corner of the front page of the Guardian, you see that story on Delta or from Delta.
Oh, Delta State, yeah, I'm seeing that.
PDP defectors unwilling to register for APC.
What's going on?
Exactly what is going on.
We'll find that out.
Because this is like a trend. So we saw what happened in River State. Lawmakers announcing that, well, we're moving to the APC. But they're saying records did not show that they indeed registered for the APC. So is this like the trend? You see the politicians come out and say, I have moved to this party, but you have not done the real moving when it comes to the books and registration.
According to the Supreme Court judgment, moving, defecting means you are no longer registered with the other party. You don't pay dues. You now register in the new party, and you pay dues. Until that is done, it is just TV.
So they're still PDP members?
Yeah, they're still PDP members.
If this is anything to go by.
Whatever they did at that stadium was just verbal talk, as far as the law is said. So there's a contention about the interpretation. The interpretation said you will be registered, for lawmakers, for instance, you'll be registered in one party. That is according to the law that the Supreme Court judge, you'll be registered in one party. If you leave the old party, you leave the old party and register in the new party. That's what solidifies your registration. Yeah. But according to Section 109, Section 1G says, if you leave the party, you lose your seat because you. So it's a. But of course, you get to court and decide whether the premise of your leaving is valid under the law or not.
So they should stop giving them broom or umbrella to indicate that they've moved. Let us see the membership card.
From the word.
Let us see it. So no more giving them the broom. Let us see the card and be sure that they really move.
Because they don't want Rivers incident to happen. Rivers, they announced their defection on the floor of the house.
Read a letter.
They read a letter. They did on your mandates in the car. In the resolution,
they had brooms too.
In the resolution by the president, it was resolution number 3, saying that they defected. But when we went to Supreme Court, they didn't defect because there's no record according to what happened. This Nigeria is the next paper. Let's go to this Nigeria. It leads with electricity. FG must address this crisis. Nigerians tell Tinubu. We need to learn how South Africa is able to generate and distribute about 58,000 plus megawatts. How Ghana has moved beyond general darkness within 2 decades. This is one sector, Kaide, that has defiled a lot of president. And we're hoping that this president will crack it one way or the other, because in Chatham House, when he went before, when he was candidate Bola Tinubu, he said that the current model is a broken model and it will be fixed. So perhaps one of the things was to the effect of decentralizing it, where states can control some part of the electricity value chain in that sense, literally. But we haven't seen that much improvement. We have installed generating capacity, I think about 13,000 megawatts, but we fluctuate between 4 and 6. That's why we have the kind of situation we have. And they've said, because the sector needs investment, some people are being subsidized, all kinds of big grammar and all of that. And that's why we're facing what we're facing today in our country. But without electricity, just like the AFDB president has said, which we've known for many years, if you don't have electricity working, there is no way the economy can grow. You can't do nothing about it. So I feel that that's why I keep saying that. Why can't we have a president now say, I'll fix one thing?
Right.
All the other ones, let me use the Nigerian term, will be jara. I'm coming to fix electricity. Security jara, economy jara. But you see this electricity, let's say it's like Nigeria, we die there. We'll fix it or we fix it. But everybody seems to try to touch it one way or the other, and I don't know. So I think I totally agree with this. Nigerians, some of us are paying band A because they say they need money. So the money is now coming, so let's have the improvements. Even though we're not happy paying the band A money, I would say that.
I think it's just instructive talking about South Africa and even Ghana. There's a lot to learn from those countries. Yes, South Africa may have had challenges with power cuts. Even recently, after about 10 months of stability, the power cuts came back. But the point is, they're able to still do way better. So I know some people might say, but they have power cuts. Maybe that's some sort of the African thing sometimes creeping in. But the point is, they've been able to scale up. So what are they doing differently? So it's something to learn. But you hear time and again that electricity is expensive. Let us fix it. We can talk about that. Let's go over to the Abuja Inquirer. Abuja Inquirer leads with something looming. It happened over the weekend, but the Abuja Inquirer captured it succinctly. You see, Facebook, Instagram shut down Loom in Nigeria. Netizens urge government's resolution. Authorities call off Meta's bluff. Yes, so the FCCPC had, well, done some yeoman's job regarding data breach and all of that. And the court gave Nigeria, awarded damages against Meta. But in the court processes document, Meta was saying, well, we may be forced to, well, cut off Facebook, Instagram to avoid, you know, the damages in that sense. And, well, FCCPC said, well, that still doesn't remove the fact that you're liable for some of these things that the court found you guilty of. So it's a back and forth. And I know a lot of people are saying, please save our beloved social media. But the point is, if there was a breach, then there needs to be, damages need to be paid. That's how it works. In other climes, now these fines were handed over to Meta in other countries. They didn't go down this route according to that statement. So I wonder why this is happening. So Nigerians' data must be safe. And that's what we stand by. So all of the bluff or whatever, we don't really stand by it. And it's good to see, by the way, as an aside, the publisher of Abuja Inquirer at 60, Danakwo. It's great to see the celebration. It's also there on the front page of Abuja Inquirer.
All right, I just think that if you've committed and if there's an infringement or an infraction in that sense, and you are asked to pay, I think it's the only natural thing to do is to negotiate if the money is too much. Facebook is a rich company. They are making money from Nigerians, so as Nigeria is also giving them money. So I think it's just natural that they do the right thing. If FCCPC has done the yeoman's job, there's no way of going away from it by threatening to exit. Just do the right thing. There's always a negotiation table. There's nothing cast in stone because we all need each other in that sense.